Una take una ears here with Dr. Charles Apoki, they talk. You know what I like this man? He like the truth. He know the day bias about any of all these things happening. So more here with him talk.
Apoki. I was watching the debates in the Senate over the desire of senators from the Southeast, Igbo land in particular, to have Professor Humphrey Nwosu to have a posthumous recognition bestowed on him. I was pleasantly amazed and amused at what happened on the floor of the Senate. I will need to ask some questions and at the same time provide answers that are obvious. I was amazed and amused to notice that people were trying to distort history, deny history, and events that took place in our lifetime. And one was wondering what will happen after now. And it is shocking that Nigerians, when they have the opportunity to say what is right, they are so soulless and lack humanity that they will say the wrong thing, do the wrong thing, and then later apologize in old age. Let's look at these issues. Number one, did Humphrey Nwosu do a free, fair, and credible election? Yes. Number two, did he announce results? Yes. The results he announced, did they reveal a clear winner? Yes. The states left, even if they added their votes, they will not prevent the winner that is obvious, MKO Abiola, from winning. Spread to third spread of the states to third majority in all the states announced was obvious. And so you don't deny what was obvious. Now, did he refuse to announce the results of the few states remaining? No. Was this stopped by court injunctions and court declarations? Two court injunctions, one by Justice Ikpeme and one late this Saleh from the north. Did they stop him? Yes. Was he threatened by the military junta led by IBB, Abacha, and others? Yes. Did he stand his ground to conduct the elections after being told by IBB not to continue? Yes. Did IBB publish the results in his book to validate the fact that Abiola won the elections? Yes. Those senators ranting and jumping up and down in the Senate, were they in the book launch? Yes. A great percentage of them. Why was June 12 declared Democracy Day? Yes. On what grounds then? It was because of the election results that Humphrey Nwosu announced, and a clear winner was seen. It was obviously because of the results released by Professor Humphrey Nwosu. Those clowns calling him a coward, did they expect a professor to disobey two court orders? Definitely no, for a professor who believes in democracy. He's a professor of political science. You did not expect Professor Humphrey Nwosu to disobey court orders as a professor. If he did, and he was incarcerated and he died in prison, these same clowns would still say that, why did he disobey a court order? Now, somebody said that his brother died because of June 12 election protest. Why did your brother go and protest if the results did not obviously show that Abiola was a winner? The results showed that Abiola was a winner, and your brother felt disenfranchised, like all of us who protested, and aggrieved, and somebody shot him. The simple question is that, was it Humphrey Nwosu that ordered the shooting of your brother? The man that ordered the military into the streets and the police into the streets to shoot people. You people donated billions to him, and you were clapping, I said, like house flies. Was it Nwosu's fault? No. Did Humphrey Nwosu call any person into the streets? No. That argument by that senator is so hollow, so mischievous, and very diabolical. The next thing is that those clowns clamoring for Nwosu to be bold, why did they not stand against the suspension of Fubara and the Rivers State House of Assembly members very recently? How many of them stood up to resist that issue of suspending a democratically elected governor and a democratically elected House of Assembly members? Now, if they allowed that to happen, was it possible that even if Humphrey Nwosu declared Abiola a winner, the forces that did not want him to become the president, would they have still nullified the elections? Yes. In Romania recently, there was a clear winner and a clear leader, and the elections were nullified. So Humphrey Nwosu was not responsible for the decisions taken by Babangida, Abacha, and their cohorts. Did those people listen to Humphrey Nwosu's interview with Sowore about 10 years back? Omoyele Sowore. If they did, they would have known what Humphrey Nwosu went through, the intimidation, the trauma that he went through, to still announce those results that declared Abiola as a winner. Now, if the results were announced by Humphrey Nwosu, the military junta, or junta as it's called, would have refused to hand over power to Abiola. So what will you have done? How many of them there can boldly say that the 2023 elections, that some of them are wearing the cap of their leader, and some of them talking trash there? Will they say that the 2023 elections can stand public scrutiny and comparison to the one Humphrey Nwosu did? Did Humphrey Nwosu announce elections when people were in the coven by 4 a.m.? Definitely no. And are they beneficiaries of the rot? Yes. And so that will bring me to what I have to say about the Igbo senators. Number one, Igbo senators, Igbo politicians get sense. Make una get sense. get sense. I did not hear the voice of one of the senators that was defending Akpabi over the Natasha issue, very vociferously angry because somebody told him something he didn't like, abusing her, calling her names, vibrating. I didn't hear him say anything. Or maybe he said the videos didn't capture him. He didn't say anything. Now, it was also not smart for the Igbo senators to bring the issue of Humphrey Nwosu, a dead professor revered by some of us. It was not smart for them to bring him to the floor of the Senate and his legacy to the floor of the Senate to be debated by people who have, some of them there, who have perpetuated electoral malpractice and violence and rigging and distortion of figures in their own states, to come to the Senate and start pontificating like electoral saints. It was not smart. They could have approached the president as a group and spoken to him directly. He protested over June 12, and one of the cards he has for his reputation is his Nadeco card. And Nadeco card was as a result of the fact that Abiola won the elections as obviously seen, but the elections were annulled. To annul an election does not require Professor Nwosu going to hold the mouth of Babangida. You dare not. You can't do that. Somebody who executed his best man and his friend, you don't do that. Chinua Achebe said that you don't argue with a man that is carrying a gun. And so they could have approached the president and we could have made an executive order. After all, airports are named after people. Nnamdi Azikiwe Airport was named after Nnamdi Azikiwe. Nobody went to the floor of the Senate to debate for it. So I believe, I can't remember hearing that. Airports are named after people. Colleges are named after people. Universities are named after people. Streets are named after people. Buildings are named after people. They named the street after Professor Wole Shenka. They didn't debate it in the Senate floor. I think they named something after another person. They didn't need to debate it in the Senate floor. So it was not politically smart. I felt somebody just wanted to grandstand by taking that debate to the floor of the Senate. And if other people refuse to acknowledge your hero, the Igbo nation is the 6th richest tribe in the world. I didn't say nation. Tribe in the world. They have enough millionaires and billionaires that throw money up and down during Christmas and go home with convoys of SUVs and Lamborghini and all that. There is enough money in Igbo land to raise money to build a building bigger than the INEC building in Enugu or the state Humphrey Nwosu comes, Professor Humphrey Nwosu comes from, and name it after him instead of going to mess up in the Senate. Beggarly. No. You don't need to do that. Have some sense of pride. If you don't like me, bust you. I respect myself. I treat myself with dignity. The Igbos have a challenge in their hand. It's not enough to go for that burial today or this weekend. Raise a fund to immortalize Humphrey Nwosu. You can name schools after him, name buildings after him, name foundations after him. You can name scholarship funds after him. You can hold annual lectures after him. Select those you invite. Let people not come and say rubbish about a great man. When I made a post, why hate Igbos in their own country? Oh, some people said I was speaking because of my relationship with them, from I was speaking out of a selfish interest, out of personal gain. In recent times, we've seen this hatred displayed over and over again. Somebody just ranted that he killed Igbos for the federal government. It's on social media. Nobody has gone to arrest him. Nobody. No warrant has been issued for his arrest. It's only social media people that you run after. Have been proven right again and again. If you don't want the Igbos in this country, let them go. Let them go. If secession is not a good option, let them stay and build their country, set standards in their region, set standards in their region, and build their region. But if you don't want them, let them go. I will be in Albania. I will be in Montenegro. I thought I could go to Kosovo with the same visa, but I'm not able to go. But Yugoslavia was Albania, Serbia, Montenegro, Kosovo, and I can't remember the other, but they split. What I fear is the bloodshed that follows, the evil that follows. That's why I always prefer the option of peace and self-regional development. I want to say that the Igbo leadership should learn from that debate. Number one, love your land. Number two, love your people. Love your people even as you excel globally and excel within Nigeria. That debate on Professor Humphrey Nwosu will negatively affect the minds of typical Igbo young people and the Igbo race at large. They will not put in their best to serve this country like as they've done in all aspects of life. Football, athletics, business, the military, the literary world. They have contributed their quota and they deserve the accolades that are due to them. I am Dr. Charles Apoki. You don't need to agree with me, please. You don't need to agree with me. I'm not interested in that. I've just stated obvious truths. Quarrel with the facts. I have a webinar coming up on the 18th and 19th of April. Send a message to +234 80 21 21 92 62. I have properties for sale. Somebody bought a property from where we are selling now 4 years back at 7.5 million. for 10 acres. Then, bush. I was called recently by an agent. They want to buy that place for 40 million. 40 million, 4 years. No bank can give you that interest. Land banking is the best. Dr. Charles Apoki is my name. Send a message to +234 80 21 21 92 62. I'll be in the UK from on the 14th. I'll be in London. I'll be in Glasgow. I'll be in Belfast. I'll be in Bristol. I'll be in Birmingham and Sheffield. I'll be in, where is the other one? Cardiff. In Glasgow, I will celebrate my birthday, go on a boat cruise, eat in a Chinese restaurant that has been booked. I'll be in Manchester for 3 days. Somebody has already paid for the hotel there. If you'd like to meet with me, remember the number +234 80 21 21 92 62. He will forward your message to the organizers of my visit. God bless you.